don't think we as a society do a good enough job of like really breaking down the theme song of the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. That joint starts out with, gotta get up, gotta get going. I gotta see a friend of mine. He's round and he's fuzzy. I love him because he's just... That type of wordplay is different. Like, I know some of y'all ain't used to that. Some of y'all are on that Jimmy Neutron shuffle and you'll hear like weak struggle bars like went to the stars to buy a candy bar or something like that. Like y'all like that weak stuff. I'm here for the classics. But that's not here to there. Welcome back to Nets Republic. I did that intro because I hope it distracts you from the fact that I have a confession to make. I've got a little bit of a confession to make. And no, it is not the confession that I am secretly plotting to make Hawks Republic. It is not that. It is the confession. I don't care about the Summer League. I don't care about the Summer League, and you can't make me care about the Summer League. Just like I've said for years, I don't care about the draft. I don't care about college players. I don't care about March Madness unless my alma mater is involved. I don't care. You can't make me care about the All-Star game. I don't care about the dunk competition. I don't care about the skills challenge, the slam dunk, none of that. Nathan, you can't make me care. And there is a quiet underground majority that agrees with me, and y'all just don't want to say it. When I post a video and that joint's got like 500 views and there's like 3 comments, there's like that silent majority of people who are watching and nodding their heads like, nah, Sever is spitting. This man needs to run for president. That is who I am preaching to at this moment. You don't have to care. I understand that the world and sports, specifically the NBA at large, is going to make you think you need to care about the Summer League, but you do not. Let me be the vessel. Let me be the face. Let me be the person that gets on camera and frees you of this hold that NBA culture has indoctrinated us into. You don't have to care. We sit there and watch 82 games, and then if our team is lucky enough to get into the playoffs and get out the play-in or however the foolishness goes, we watch even further, and then the season ends and we get a break, and they just immediately hit us back with, oh, here's the draft lottery. Oh, here's the draft. Oh, and the draft is like 5 hours long. They make you care about that for some people that aren't even going to play. Then they have the audacity to 2 weeks later have the Summer League with a bunch of dudes who aren't even on the team. David Duke Jr. is playing his buns off, and he's not even on the team. He's a free agent. They haven't even signed him yet. Maybe by the time I post this, they have extended him an offer because he was balling. But these dudes aren't even on the team. Even the people that we drafted or whatever. Like, I know y'all want me to get on here and have some commentary of Jalen and clowning. I don't care, okay? I'm sorry, I don't care. If that makes me a fake fan, then okay, I don't care. And if there is anyone out there who feels the same way and has just been shamed into thinking you have to, in this indoctrinating cult known as NBA culture, stand up. If you are not able to stand up, raise your hand. If you are not able to raise your hand, then acknowledge in your mind if you are able, not test fade, but if you are able, that it is okay. It's okay to not care about the Summer League. I didn't watch the Knicks game. I don't care. I watched like 3 quarters worth of the game we just had against a team I don't remember because it's not even canon. It's not even canon. It's like how the Star Wars community will like have you think like, oh, you didn't see the Boba Fett Chronicles Part 2 on Disney Plus. How can you know what happened in the new movie? I don't care. I don't care. If it's not canon, I don't care. Does it matter that we're on a 2-game win streak? Absolutely not. And most importantly, for the Nets specifically, it does not matter because even if we are able to acquire some, I saw some posts that said we've already got 14 people on the roster. So we really got like 2 more slots, and like 2 of those slots are technical 2-ways at that. If you want to get specific, it's like 17 slots total, and 2 of them are two-way contracts, so they're not even really fully guaranteed. You just can't. You can't make me care. It's not canon. It is not canon events. I am not a talent scout. I'm not Sean Marks. I'm not the GM. I don't have to care about this. If we had Victor Wembanyama or Scoot or something like that, I can understand why I would need to get on here and give you the intricate details of what's going on. If it was Duke Jr. and Claxton and I forgot man's name. Not Royce O'Neal. Who's the really mid center we drafted? Day'Ron Sharpe. If it was Day'Ron Sharpe and Cam Thomas out there, then I could understand why we would need to continue the narrative of Summer League Cam is a different breed and he needs a chance. Like there were storylines last year. What is the storyline of this Summer League? I'm telling you that it is more interesting to me and more fascinating to me that everyone on the team, basically, except for Claxton and Mikal, were courtside at the game. That is more interesting than anything that happened on the game. I'm telling you, there were times during the second quarter where the announcers were, what were they talking about? They were like getting really out of pocket. They were talking about like, what were they talking? It was something just so off the topic of basketball. Like not even having anything to do with the game. I think it was like someone's hairline. It was someone's ear. It was some wild stuff. I mean, just some wild stuff that had nothing to do with the game. There was one time, my man Duke Jr. like dunked on 3 people and just started screaming. And they were off on some side tangent about, I can't even remember what they were talking about. It was just, it was so wild to me. And again, it's one of those situations where I don't know who these people are for the most part, so I'm relying on the commentators to fill me in on what's going on. They're not even talking about the game. They're talking about Victor and Britney Spears. You just can't make me do it. And some people would argue, sever the bond, 7 man, young 7 man, the youngest of the 7 men, the greatest there has ever been. You could sit there and argue it is your job to care. And I would argue back that I have been talking for 7 minutes and 30 seconds, which is the definition of entertaining you, which is the definition of my job. I want everyone to be free. I want everyone to release the shackles and move on from this strange idea that you have to care about the Summer League. Again, if you are not one of those teams that drafted some allegedly generational talent, then by all means, do not get sucked into this idea that we have to care about this, because we don't. Maybe y'all do, but I don't. And I'm okay with it. Some of you can shame me. Some of you can say, oh, Sever, how did my I cover 82 games. I don't care. I am far more interested in what is going on in the WNBA than this shenanigans right here. Y'all call me when Damian decides where he wants to go. Y'all tell me if I need to cancel my engagement because we got Tyler Hero. Let me know. Like the Dennis Smith Jr. news, that rocked my world. I was telling my fiance for like 3 days straight, no, you don't understand. That man Dennis Smith Jr. is the truth. You don't understand. I don't care what his 2K rating is. That man's the truth. When we got Lonnie Walker, looking at the Laker highlights. Oh my God, I was so excited. But that's another thing. The commentators were so nasty that even when they would bring up anything useful involving the Nets, involving a background or some type of intrigue or interest, here goes the random comments of, oh, I miss Lonnie Walker's hair. Oh, Lonnie Walker's hair, his hair. Ignoring the fact that he cut it as a symbol of letting go of the trauma he went through. But no, him not having the hair didn't entertain you. Like, I'm sorry if I just don't care. Not about Lonnie and his past, but like, I don't care about the summer. Like, I'm sorry. You just can't make me do it. And nothing of any merit or interest comes from this shenanigans. Oh, but Sever, but Sever. Did you see the Spencer Dinwiddie interview where he said a healthy Ben Simmons? What is new about that? What is new about Ben Simmons posting videos in the summertime about, oh, how he's going to come back, and the speculation of a healthy Ben Simmons is a big deal? We made that video a month ago here on Nets Republic. What is new about that information? I'm telling you, for stuff that's not even canon, you just can't make me care. You just can't do it. I'm sorry. And is this a product of we are entering an era where we're a little drama free at the moment because we don't have a psychotic point guard that left Nike to go sign with some Chinese shoe company or something like that? Perhaps. Is it because we don't have a superstar power forward / small forward that goes back and forth with literal randoms on Twitter over does defense matter or not? Possibly. Allegedly. Is it because we don't have to be on James Harden fat suit watch? Maybe. But I'll tell you something. It doesn't, again, unless we were the Spurs or the Trailblazers, I don't see where any of this is remotely canon. Because I'm going to be real, I watched a lot of the game. Again, I watched the first 3 quarters outside of Duke Jr. and that Kennedy dude. I don't see anything that impressive that's going to make me get on here and say, oh, he done got the sleeper. I think positionally we drafted well, and I think the potential is there. But again, who are they playing over? Like, you look at the guard rotation, you got Spencer Dinwiddie, you got Dennis Smith Jr., you've got Ben Simmons, right? That's already 3 people right there. And you could make a case of how it is you want to stack their talent level and who starts and who comes off the bench and who's the backup. I think depending on who you ask, you'll get 3 different answers. You look at the shooting guards, is Mikal a shooting guard or a 3? Like, I don't even know if we, came to an understanding of what he is, but, you got options for days. You look at the 3 or 4, is that Finney Smith? Have we confirmed that he's coming back? I mean, he seems to be really good friends with Dennis, and they're posting pictures together. But then again, they posted a whole vlog of Joe Harris only to trade him. And that's a conversation that we're not going to have because I'm just happy he's gone. But that's a conversation we need to have at some point. The way y'all switched up on Joe Harris, on one end, I'm happy you're keeping the same energy because y'all quickly, Emmanuel quickly forgot about Karras and Jared Allen. And God help D'Lo. The way y'all cast them to the side was incredible. Man. So I'm happy you're keeping the same energy with Joe Harris, but I seem to remember I would get on camera and get destroyed and slaughtered and pushed down the stairs anytime I said half of the things y'all say about him now. When I said he was useless, when I called him a bum, when I said he didn't do anything, when I said the man hasn't done his job, when he was one of the many reasons why we don't have a championship right now, when I called him a choke artist, when I said this was his last chance, when I would make videos titled, "How is Joe Harris getting away with it?" I had to come up with a show during the season called the Harris Huddle just to appease y'all. But now he's trash? And we didn't need him? Joey Headband? Like I said, I applaud y'all keeping the same energy and just casting him to the side, but it is a wild switch up. And for someone who has had a career on YouTube where I get accused of flip-flopping quite a bit, I think it is very fascinating to watch the way y'all just flipped on Joe Harris like this. And I'm the last person to defend him. But all the way y'all talking about Joe Harris is crazy. We could go up and down of the, positions of who starts and who doesn't if you want. My point is, I think it's awesome for the individuals who are being signed and who are being brought aboard and who have been drafted and who might make that final cut. Like, that's amazing. That's cute. I love that for them. Go get your stuff off. Like, I'm here for it. I just refuse to be a part of this hype train, hype beast culture of Summer League matters. It does not in the slightest, unless you have some type of, talent that needs to be showcased for Gatorade commercials or something like that. I don't care, and I shouldn't be forced to care. If they have another Summer League game, I'm not aware if they do or not. I'm debating if I'm going to make a video about it, because I've given you like 5 videos in the span of 4 days, and I'll tell you, I tend to get more out of the unrelated videos personally than I do with the Summer League recaps. Because again, whether they win or lose, it literally doesn't matter. Like, y'all want this to be preseason so bad, and it's not. Like, who's this Trevor dude who's the coach? Like, that's not even Jacques Vaughn. You can't make me care. You just can't. Anyway, I have fulfilled my contractual obligations and covered technically the last 2 Summer League games. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care. But let me know your thoughts down below of all the super fascinating things going on in the Summer League. Tell me all about it down below. I can't wait to read it.